Bentley and Rolls Royce are currently scared to death. A new beast has arrived. So now we have a battle going on for the best luxury SUV. The Toyota Century SUV, and you'll be shocked to see how much it's worth. Let's jump into the comparison. Number 1. Engine. First things first, let's talk about the engine. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan represents heritage more than any other SUV. The 6.75-liter V12 twin-turbo engine is the only engine available for the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. With 563 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, this engine is a beast. However, 592 horsepower is provided in the Black Badge variant. An 8-speed automatic transmission distributes all of the power to all four wheels. The Toyota Century SUV chooses a hybrid drivetrain in place of the customary big displacement engines used in comparable luxury SUVs. The Toyota Century has a 3.5-liter V6 engine with an electric motor that produces 406 horsepower. The transmission is an electronically controlled, continuously variable transmission, or CVT, with an all-wheel drive train. It also gets 30 miles per gallon and has a 33-mile electric driving range. If we speak of top speeds, the Century is still a better option. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in almost 5 seconds, while the official time taken by the Century is still not available. However, in terms of speed, the Toyota Century SUV can go all the way up to 177 miles per hour, while the Cullinan can only go up to 155. This shows the technology for the new automobiles in Japan are first tier, giving the Century 1 point for technology, while Cullinan will get 1 point for raw power. Number 2. Pricing. The first thing that comes to mind when looking at a vehicle is its price. Rolls-Royce has been around for almost a century now, and the Century has been available in Japan since the late 1960s, but it was originally designed as a sedan. The new Rolls-Royce Cullinan has a mind-boggling price starting at $335,000 for the base trim, and going all the way up to the higher trims that cost around $429,000, depending on the modifications and specifications. Yeah, that's expensive. On the other hand, you can get the same experience in the brand new Century SUV at almost less than half the price. This luxury SUV costs just about $170,000 for the base trim. That's $165,000 less than the Rolls-Royce. And it's still expensive, but come on, it's a lot cheaper than the Cullinan. Both the SUVs are unique to their own brand, and the amount of personalization and brand authority are reflected in the price differential. In the ultra-luxury SUV market, the Century SUV presents itself as a more sensible choice, whereas the Cullinan has handcrafted excellence and a long heritage of luxury. No doubt, the Century beats the Cullinan by a mile in terms of pricing, and the luxury feel is almost the same. This puts Century 1 point ahead of the Cullinan. Number 3. Range. The V12 engine of the Cullinan is rated for 12 city and 20 highway mpg. Those numbers aren't the poorest in the class, despite popular belief. On an economy route, the Cullinan can go up to 21 miles per gallon, which is pretty astonishing. With its V12 engine, the Bentley Bentayga achieves 12 city and 17 highway miles per gallon. Now, what if I tell you that the Century SUV can double that? The new hybrid Toyota Century SUV can go up to as much as 35 miles per gallon using its V6 engine and electric motors. The Cullinan lacks a high rating MPG since it places more emphasis on power and performance than fuel efficiency. In contrast, the Century SUV is a hybrid car with improved fuel efficiency. Estimates place its total mileage at about 38 miles per gallon. That puts the Century up 3-1 on the charts. Number 4. Interior. This is what everyone has been waiting for, and here we are. Let's compare the interiors of the top SUVs in the world. First up, we have Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is famous for its high-quality materials that are all handcrafted. It includes cashmere, the leather on the seating, and even the tiny sapphire. Yeah, that's pretty fancy. It includes ostrich leather and genuine wood veneers. Each front seat now has a 12-inch screen mounted to the back, thanks to the optional rear seat entertainment option. There's also a little table that pops from the floor, and all the seats have their own digital functioning pads. While the seats are not as comfortable as the Century, the back seats do offer a massaging function and 2-seat second-row adjustability. The Cullinan offers an 18-speaker custom music system in addition to a Wi-Fi hotspot. And the Rolls-Royce SUV line has many driver assistance features, such as night vision. That's pretty fancy. The Century SUV is surprisingly limited to 4 seats, prioritizing the comfort of the rear passengers. It's anticipated that the rear seats would be quite roomy, with the option to recline and even have massage features. Since it is a right-side-driven vehicle, the left seat at the back can be turned into a full luxury bed. The Cullinan has a rear leg spacing of 40 inches, while the Century is 42 inches. However, the Cullinan has ample legroom for 5 seats. In terms of interior, the Cullinan is definitely the winner here because of the luxury materials and lifestyle it's been offering for over a century now. Yeah, it's kinda hard to beat Rolls-Royce interiors. So the points after this: Century 3, Cullinan 2. Number 5. Exterior. The Cullinan has a noticeable Pantheon grille, a distinguishing feature of Rolls-Royce design that gives the car a feeling of greatness and distinction, while the Century SUV has a grille design that blends in more gently with the front fascia's overall sharper lines. Both Tycoons have LED headlights, but the Century is slightly smaller than the Cullinan in terms of length. The Cullinan has a body of 18 feet and weighs around 6,000 pounds, while the Century is 16.5 feet with a 5,600-pound body. The one thing that makes the Century the most demanded is its sliding door that comes with the GR badged version. Both of these cars have a luxury look, but the sliding door gives the Toyota a royalty look. So in terms of look, both cars get 1 point. In the end, folks, we have the Toyota Century over the Rolls-Royce, winning 4-3. Now, what do you think? Should the Toyota win over the Rolls-Royce? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this rivalry comparison, watch this iconic luxury sedan rivalry between the BMW 3 Series and the Benz C-Class. You're not going to want to miss it, and we'll see you in the next one.